Okay, let's dive into something that I think is going to resonate with a lot of you. We're going to talk about a personality trait that gets a really bad rap. What if what the world calls inconsistency is actually something else entirely? A sign of a mind that's working with incredible efficiency.
So let me ask you, has anyone ever called you inconsistent? So let me ask you, has anyone ever called you inconsistent? Yeah, that word, it kind of stings, doesn't it? It feels like a judgment, like they're saying you lack discipline or you can't focus.
And this is where it gets really weird, right? You're a high performer at work. You can build these amazingly complex systems, you can juggle massive projects, solve problems that leave other people stumped. But then you get home and just keeping the kitchen tidy feels like climbing Mount Everest. It's this contradiction that can be just so frustrating to live with. And of course, to anybody on the outside looking in, it makes absolutely no sense. They see the messy desk or the fact you forgot to text back, and they just assume, oh, they're not trying hard enough or they lack discipline. They have no idea where your mental energy is really being spent. So here's the big idea. Let's completely flip the script on this. What if this isn't a bug in your programming? What if it's a core feature of a really, really powerful operating system? All right, first up, let's talk about your brain's energy budget, because it's all about the psychology of where you choose to spend that limited energy. And there's a perfect term for this: selective organization. Now, this isn't about being messy. No, it's the total opposite. It's this highly strategic, almost unconscious practice of pouring all your cognitive firepower into the things that truly matter, while making the call to strategically let the low-value stuff go. Think about how this plays out. Your brain isn't being lazy, it's being smart. It's making a cost-benefit analysis. It's going to build this beautiful, intricate order in your complex work systems or your digital file structures, because that's where the impact is huge. But that pile of physical papers on your desk, honestly, the return on investment for organizing that is just not worth the energy. Okay, second, let's look at some of those so-called weird habits you might have. We're going to reframe them, because they're not weird. They're actually incredibly powerful tools for your brain. You know, like talking to yourself? I think we all do it. It might look a little strange, but what's really going on is that you're organizing your ideas. You're making them tangible by saying them out loud. It's actually a super efficient way to process complex thoughts. Or how about this one? Overthinking. Man, that gets thrown around as a criticism all the time. But what is it really? Your brain is running high-speed problem simulations. It's testing every angle, exploring every possible outcome, basically stress testing a solution before it ever sees the light of day. It's not overthinking, it's thoroughness. And what about that deep need for solitude? It's so easy to mistake that for being antisocial, but it's not. It's a strategic retreat. You're creating a quiet space so your brain can finally stop processing all the incoming noise and enter a deeper state of thinking. It's where the real magic, the real connections, happen. So third, what's the why behind all of this? Well, it boils down to what we can call the architect's priority. And it's simple. It's always about substance, never about status. This table just lays it all out so clearly. You will always prioritize the actual substance of an idea over any status you might get from it. You care way more about precision than you do about speed. And maybe most important of all, you're obsessed with building a solid internal structure for your ideas, not just getting a round of applause or external approval. When you put it all together, this whole way of operating is designed to do one thing: to serve and protect the hidden genius inside of you. It's all about focusing your precious energy on the deep, foundational work, not on the superficial stuff. And that brings us to the final, and I think the most powerful metaphor for all of this: the engine over the paint job. This is about really understanding where your power comes from. I love this. To everybody else, the car might look a little unfinished. Maybe the paint is scuffed. But you're the one behind the wheel. And you know you are operating a machine with a level of raw power and efficiency that those shiny, perfectly polished cars on the outside could never even dream of matching. So let's just retire that old label for good. You are not inconsistent, you are not undisciplined, you are a quiet architect. And your mind is a tool designed for building things with incredible depth, not for putting on a show. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. In your own life, what's your unfinished paint job? What's that one thing people might judge you for that's actually hiding your most powerful, most brilliant engine?